Institutional adoption of crypto is no longer speculative. It is a fact. It is happening right now here in 2026. In this video, we're going to cover several stories. We're going to have ONDO announcing 98 new companies joining on-chain. We have BNY Mellon teaming up with people like Digital Asset, aka the Canton Network. And then we have Flare working with Hyperliquid to bring FXRP on-chain. This is going to be huge. This opens the door for not just the institutions, but some serious sophisticated traders that want a value and be able to hold on to their asset. And that's what Hyperliquid and FXRP is going to do for them. We will cover that story and others. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. Let's start off with ONDO bringing 98 new companies on chain. So go ahead and take a look at your screen and follow along with me here. It says 98 new stocks and ETFs just landed on chain. Now, I'm not going to read them all because there are a lot to go through. So when I highlight AT&T, Verizon, Citigroup, Moderna, Pinterest, Caterpillar, Ford Motor Company, Capital One, Exxon Mobil, Home Depot, we have Charles Schwab, Bank of America, Van Eck, Texas Instruments, we have Johnson & Johnson, Vanguard, keep going. We also have American Airlines, we have United States Oil Fund, Wisdom Tree, iShares. There are some major players joining on-chain. And this is why I'm saying it does not matter which project you're behind or you're backing, they are all working together. So if you're new to this channel here, there is no tribalism. I believe that they're all going to work collectively together. And that's how I see we all should do the same thing. We should bring our knowledge together and inform each other and not tear each other down. And also on this channel, I do not provide any kind of hopium. I don't hype you up. I'm not going to give you price predictions because they are just simply predictions that don't really impact your investments. Those are just opinions, okay? So what I want you to do is take this information, go study it, and decide, hey, do I want to invest in this project? Should I add more? Should I take away? What have you? I want you to use this information. All of my research is down in my description for you to use, so please go use that. But let's take a look at rwa.xyz and check out who else is on ONDO. And I've actually tried to cover ONDO several times on this channel. The video just doesn't perform, so it seems like the demand's not there, which I wish it was, because ONDO is one of those projects that should be getting a lot more attention than it has already. But let's go ahead and look at rwa.xyz and check out what's going on with them. So as you can see, this is ONDO. They have $1.92 billion distributed asset value, but that's not what I want to show you. I want to bring you down right here when we have different names working with ONDO. So as we roll through here, again, I won't read them all. I just want to kind of point out a couple of them. But we have ONDO Short-Term U.S. Government Bond Fund, ONDO U.S. Dollar Yield. Keep rolling. We have iShares, of course, is a huge one, but we have Circle Internet Group, Alphabet Class A, which is Google, YouTube, etc. We have Tesla. Let's keep on rolling down. Nvidia, Broadcom, Meta Platform, Micron Technology, Amazon, of course. And then we go to page 2 here. We have, let's scroll back up. We have Eli Lilly, Lockheed, Apple, Pfizer, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Microsoft, JP Morgan, Intel, Procter & Gamble, MicroStrategy, IBM, Walmart, Toyota, PepsiCo, Chevron, BlackRock, Cisco Systems, Visa. So when we look at ONDO, they are a major player in this space. And I'm not too sure why people are not following this project more than they are right now. So if you want to learn more about ONDO, I need you to let me know down into the comments that you're interested in this. Before we move on though, if you are enjoying this kind of content, please hit that like button, leave a comment. I very much would appreciate it because that helps that video get out. And when you leave a comment, I do read all the comments and I get a feel for what people are looking for in the market. I love engaging with you guys. I love hearing from you. So please leave a comment, hit that like button. If you've been around the channel, you watch more than 3 videos. If you haven't hit the like button, then come on, what are you doing? Help me out here. So let's keep on moving on. We're going to move into BNY Mellon and what they just announced. But before we read that, keep in mind, BNY Mellon is the custodian of RLUSD, right? They're one of the major custodians of RLUSD. And they're also working with Canton Network Digital Asset. So this is, again, where I say do not be tribal because it makes no sense to do so. There's a lot of people who are just anti-XRP or anti-Canton Network. There's some kind of rivalry there. I can't grasp my head around it. But let's go ahead and jump to the story. Let's look at your screen here. It says, BNY Mellon accelerates digital asset push with tokenized deposits. By enabling tokenized representations of clients' deposit balances on its digital assets platform, BNY's institutional clients will be able to move cash while retaining regulatory and reporting integrity. As we scroll down, it says this initial launch will focus on collateral and margin workflows with tokenized deposits designed to reduce settlement friction, improve liquidity management, and enable programmable cash movements. The custodian said that tokenized deposits can help to reduce settlement friction, improve liquidity efficiency, and cross-collateral margin workflows and enable programmable settlements. Early participants include a mix of traditional finance institutions and digital native firms such as Anchorage Digital, Citadel Securities, Digital Asset, aka Canton Network, and StoneX Digital. So what I'm telling you guys that the institutions are here and they are here to stay. I can't explain it more than that. So if you're not sure about what else is happening with this institution adoption, I would like you to check out this video right here if you have not yet. In this video, I'll cover the Canton Network working with NASDAQ, JP Morgan, Lloyd's Bank. These are major institutions moving into the crypto space, guys. So I hope you understand. Do not get lost in all the BS back and forth and headline reports, all these things that are here to scare you out and confuse you. Look at the bigger picture, watch what they're doing, not what they're saying. And while we're talking about that, I want to bring up what people were speaking about and probably still speaking about for the last couple of days, which was the Ripple Amazon Web Service, so AWS, working together. Everybody's freaking out like this is a news story. And I get that it's more towards the AI side, the bedrock of Amazon. That's great and all, but I don't see any kind of movement coming from that. So if you're hearing that headline story saying, hey, Amazon, Ripple working together, great. Don't get too excited about that because Amazon and Ripple have been working together for quite some time now. And take a look at a post I made just yesterday. This was January 8th of 2026. It says, it's awesome that Amazon is highlighting Ripple XRP. It will be fantastic for project visibility. However, the partnership isn't anything new. Don't get lost in the headlines, stay focused. And if you look at this headline here, it says Amazon partners with Ripple, will use XRP for payments. And I don't know if you can zoom in on this, but you'll see that August 14th, 2023 is when this came out. So when we talk about don't getting lost in the headlines, this is what I'm talking about. There's going to be people out there freaking out thinking that this is a new announcement when it's not. So don't get misled here, guys. Okay, so we know the institutions are here. We don't have to really question that anymore. But let's switch gears and go into bringing more money on chain via smart investors and more sophisticated investors that aren't necessarily just tied to institutions. This is where Flare and Hyperliquid come into play with FXRP. Let's go ahead and jump into that side of the story. Check out your screen. This comes from Flare Network's website themselves on January 7th, 2026. It says Hyperliquid's first XRP spot market powered by Flare's FXRP. As of today, Flare's lists FXRP for spot trading on Hyperliquid, launching initially with an FXRP/USDC pair. Additionally, stablecoin pairs are expected to follow. This will be the first XRP spot pair to be available on Hyperliquid. The listing is enabled by Flare's Facet system and Layer Zero's Omnichain Fungible Token, OFT. Read that again, it's Omnichain Fungible Token. You'll see that come up later. Allowing FXRP to move across chains, trade on Hyperliquid's on-chain order book, and return to its initial canonical home on the XRP ledger in a single click. Okay, so kind of break that down for anybody that's kind of new to Flare, or also if you are somebody that knows Flare, it's important to keep in mind this does not necessarily mean this is going to skyrocket Flare's price, okay? Because you do not have to have Flare to buy the FXRP on Hyperliquid. You can use USDC, so that's very important to know. But on that flip side, it also brings some visibility to the Flare network, so that could help out that chain as well. So keep that in mind. There's two ways that could go. Don't get too excited there. But let's break that down what we just read. So Omnichain Fungible Token. So this essentially is saying that this omni-chain fungible token can flow between any chain back and forth. But what is cool about what's happening here is it allows the investor to keep their original token theirs. It does not have to go to different exchanges like you would with Coinbase, changing here and there, what have you. You get to keep it. So you can send it to Hyperliquid, and then you can take it back and put it back onto the XRPL and keep the original asset the whole time. You don't lose control of your asset, which is huge, right? Because that's one of the things that people want from the crypto space is control of their assets. And that's what they are doing here with Flare and Hyperliquid. Now let's move on and see why this matters. Take a look at your screen here. It says why it matters. With FXRP listed on Hyperliquid, XRP and Flare users gain access to a high-performance spot trading venue while maintaining full on-chain custody. At the same time, non-Flare users on Hyperliquid receive direct entry point into Flare's growing XRP Fi ecosystem without needing to onboard from scratch. So again, that's essentially what I just said before we went into that is there's more control, more exposure to Flare, and then we're also going to have more money flowing through Hyperliquid's exchange from the actual sophisticated investors. But let's read and see more about the sophisticated institutional investors and why this is big. So take a look at your screen again. It says first institutional grade XRP spot exposure on Hyperliquid. This listing marks the first XRP exposure on Hyperliquid, bringing FXRP to one of the most liquid on-chain trading venues available today. Hyperliquid's order book delivers tighter spreads, deeper liquidity, and professional-grade trading tools, including limit orders and advanced execution designed for high volume and sophisticated traders. While FXRP is deeply integrated across Flare's DeFi ecosystem, Hyperliquid's high throughput order book is purpose-built to outperform AMM-based pools on price discovery and execution quality, particularly under the institutional trading conditions. So as you can see, we are seeing more of sophisticated institutional investors reaching the crypto space finally, and we still have not yet hit the Clarity Act. Can you imagine when the Clarity Act actually gets into full effect, what's going to happen? But there's no coincidence that the smart money is positioning themselves ahead of this Clarity Act, knowing that it's coming. Before that hits, right now things are cheap, right? But what's going to happen once the institutions are already in the market moving their money, Clarity Act then comes in, the retail investor is going to be priced out. That's why you have to be appreciative that you have this opportunity. Stop focusing on the nonsense. Stop focusing on price action. If you understand what you're holding and why you're holding it, all that does not matter. I personally am a long-term holder for this reason. All the stuff in between doesn't matter. But let's keep looking at what's going on with Hyperliquid. So if you haven't used Hyperliquid or you're kind of new to it, I'm going to kind of give you an example what the screen looks like, the FXRP/USD, and it's very much a sophisticated platform for more serious investors. Yes, there's going to be other platforms out there like this, of course. Coinbase has Coinbase One, where you have more ability to take control of your trading, etc. BTCC, of course, and all these other all these other places do have it as well. But this also gives more exposure to people that use this platform and brings more money into this crypto space. Now let's move on and let's read how this is going to happen, a little bit more of the technical side. It says fast, simple, multi-chain bridging. FXRP is deployed as a layer 0 OFT, there's that name again, enabling seamless routing to Hyperliquid's Hyper EVM onward to its HIP1 representation on Hypercore for spot trading. A dedicated FXRP bridge powered by Flare Smart accounts will follow the coming weeks, enabling one-click withdrawals from Hyperliquid back to the XRP ledger, preserving FXRP's canonical anchor. So what they're going to be doing here is essentially giving you one click. You can move it between Hyperliquid back to XRP ledger while remaining the canonical asset itself. And canonical just essentially says native. It's staying at its native token, XRP ledger, XRP, Flare, etc. It doesn't get switched from a different token back and forth. It's the original one trading back and forth, which is a major step forward, again, for the people that love to take control of their assets. Now, Flare does break down how this can happen. I will not play the video for you, but I will kind of show you right here. It says, putting your XRP to work on the DeFi starts with minting. This short guide walks through how to mint FXRP, the first step to accessing FXRP Fi on Flare. It's a minute, 2-minute video, what have you. I will leave it down in the description so people that are interested can access that video. I don't want to waste your time on that. Before I let you go, please, if you like something on this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm sitting around 4,600 subscribers. If you made it this far in, you must have liked something. I'm looking to get that 5,000 subscriber mark. Please consider hitting that like button, leaving a comment, sharing with a friend. I would be very much appreciated if you would do so. That's all I have for you. Before I let you go, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, and become that change you want to see. I'll see you on the next one.